A 39-year-old man dies alone in his bedroom. Apple core on the nightstand. Cyanide in his system. No suicide note. The coroner rules it accidental poisoning. Case closed in 17 days. They ignore the machine he left behind. A machine that would outlive every government that tried to control it. The year is 1954. The war ended 9 years ago. Yet wartime code-breaking remains classified. Still dangerous enough to destroy careers. Still worth killing for. A mathematician sits in a police station. Gross indecency charges. His crime, being homosexual in Britain when homosexuality could land him in prison for 2 years. He chooses chemical castration over jail time. Synthetic estrogen injections. Mandatory. For 12 months. His body changes. His mind fractures. Yet his work continues. During the war, this man designed something unprecedented. A thinking machine. Not a calculator. Not a simple computer. Something that could learn. Something that could decide. Something resembling human thought. The government classified it immediately. Too powerful. Too dangerous. Too close to artificial consciousness. Bletchley Park becomes a graveyard of innovation. Machines dismantled. Documents burned. Scientists scattered. Told never to speak of their work. But one man remembers the patterns. The logic circuits. The decision trees that could crack any code. He names it the Turing machine. A theoretical construct that can solve any problem. Every computer you've ever touched runs on his architecture. Every smartphone. Every laptop. Every server processing this video. All descendants of a machine designed by a man who died eating a poison apple. Apple Computer adopts his symbol. The bitten apple. Logo of the company that fulfills his vision decades after his death. They never credit him publicly. Steve Jobs never mentions Turing in his keynote speeches. The connection remains hidden. Intentionally obscured. Turing's story is too dark for marketing campaigns. His machine learning concepts become artificial intelligence. His computational theories become the internet. His pattern recognition becomes facial recognition surveillance. Everything he feared government would do with his work. Everything he tried to prevent by keeping secrets. Every algorithm analyzing your behavior learned from his foundational work. Every privacy invasion uses principles he established. Every surveillance system runs on variations of his code. The man who saved Britain from Nazi occupation becomes the blueprint for digital authoritarianism. His wartime heroics classified. His peacetime persecution documented. His death suspicious. His legacy unstoppable. The Turing test still determines whether artificial intelligence can pass for human. Pass the test he designed. Answer the question he posed but never lived to see resolved. Modern AI systems approach his threshold. Large language models fool humans daily. The line between human and artificial intelligence blurs exactly as he predicted. We're running his test on machines that exceed his wildest calculations. Processing power he couldn't imagine. Data sets larger than every book in every library he ever visited. Built on foundations he laid while being prosecuted for who he loved. The government that destroyed him depends entirely on systems he designed. MI5 uses algorithmic analysis descended from his code-breaking methods. GCHQ runs surveillance programs built on his mathematical frameworks. They monitor citizens using tools created by the citizen they drove to suicide. No memorial at Bletchley Park acknowledges his homosexuality. No computer science textbook details his chemical castration. No AI ethics course examines the persecution of their field's founding father. His contributions sanitized. His suffering erased. His death reduced to a footnote about genius in tragedy. But his machines don't forget. Every calculation honors his memory. Every computation extends his vision. Every digital interaction proves his theories correct. The boy who loved logic puzzles became the man whose puzzles restructured reality. The student who questioned everything became the teacher whose lessons reshaped civilization. The victim who died alone became the architect of connected humanity. His death report lists accidental cyanide poisoning from a contaminated apple. The apple still sits in evidence storage somewhere in Manchester. Physical proof of how genius dies. While digital proof of how genius lives processes in every device reading this script. The machine that broke the man now runs the world he never lived to see.